of that for your records if you feel the need to. If not, you can always go over to the tube. It is there forever and always. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Ripping. Let's get it. Now, we're going to start with hangers, obviously. We're going to start with hangers. And any teams coming off the board, don't you worry yourself none. I'll worry about that when we're done ripping. Okay, all right, okay, all right, all right. Appreciate you, Jay. All right, we're starting with hangers. Hangers are bangers. And it's 40 of these. That's what's pinned at the bottom. 40 of these. 2024. Good luck. I need to get this out of the way or that's going to be annoying. Can we see it? That's good. That'll work. Callie John, good morning. Geno Smith's on the front of that one, empty box. Evan Ingram's on the front of that one, empty box. Let's start with Evan. Ripping has begun. All right, show all these real quick, just so you can see them. You do get all cards, by the way. Antonio Gibson. Behind Antonio's a silver-rated rookie of Jerzon Newton to start our morning out. Justin Herbert on the play action. Cade Stover on the hidden potential. Our purple scope is none other than Will Shipley and a Rome Odunze. Now, I don't like empty, so the Rome Odunze base is going up there. I'm sorry. It's just the way it's going to be. Okay? All right? All right. Let's see what's behind Geno. And again, you do get all cards, but I'm not going to say all these, especially in that 40 hanger break. I'll end up driving myself insane. All right. Behind Buda Baker is a rated rookie throwback of Brian Thomas Jr. Hidden potential Garindo. Purple shock Chop for the Dolphins and a Terrion Arnold for the Detroit Lions. What up, Chop? And those, what we just did right there, we're going to do 40 of those. That was only 2 of them. So that should be interesting. Good prices, too. Let's get BTJ up there for good measure as well. Appreciate you all hanging out with me this Saturday morning, and it's just getting started here, okay? It's just getting started. We've done 2 hangers. All right. Next up, Phoenix International Mega. If you haven't seen one of these yet, they're pretty good. Empty box. I agree, Callie John. I'm with you, Doc. About as good as a mega can get. Let's see something good, though. Let's see something good. Even the base is good. Geno Stone. Bryce Young and Danico Autry. Tyler Lockett. Logan Wilson. Devin Leary, not numbered on the rookie rising. And a Johnny Wilson for the Eagles out of 40. What's up, Johnny? What up, Dow? All squads for the next break are pinned at the bottom, but more importantly, there are coupons right up over there somewhere in a little percent sign. Kyle Pitts, Gabriel Davis and Bradley Chubb, Jamar Chase, Quincy Williams, Hufanga, and our base rookie is a Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. All right, so that means every pack left should have a numbered card in it. I like that. Cortland Sutton, Joshua Allen, Derek Stingley Jr., Aaron Jones, Montez Sweat, Stephon Diggs, and Austin Eckler out of 180 for the Commanders. Geno Smith, Jordan Addison, Demario Davis, Zach Moss, Nico Collins. Ooh, we take these. For the Chiefs, going to Jay Spetla. Rookie rising Xavier Worthy, and that is out of 80 50 out of 80. And Nate Wiggins, rookie for the Ravens, out of 88. Not bad. Good pack. Good pack. Brody, depends on if you're talking about that one specifically. They're a little bit more because they're international. If you wanted an exact price, I just go online and put it into your search engine and put 2024 Phoenix International Mega. That's what it is. Kyle Hamilton, Olakun, Wagner, Thompson, Trayvon Walker, Micah Parsons, and a Christopher Braswell for the Bucks. Appreciate that follow, Brody. We've got 40 Optic 2024 hangers pinned at the bottom of your screen. That's what the next break is, if you wanted to know. C.J. Mosley, Jordan Love and Derek Carr, A.J. Brown. Look what we got, a contours. Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, no, it's an auto. We got an auto. It's a Ram. Joshua Carty for the Rams. We take autos out of megas. Brody, it's a 2024 Phoenix International Mega Box. Behind Joshua Carty is a Bobby Wagner for the Commanders. That's kind of sick. Last on print, 8 out of 8. That's a future Hall of Famer right there, folks. 8 out of 8. Going to the Commanders. That's Kane. Kane. All right, that's it. There's no more retail. It's time for Origins 2025. Let's get it. Good luck. All right, empty box. Let's get it, Ryan. Wow, that's never started that way. That's odd. Okay, so this is last year rookie. Jacob Cowing for the Niners. It's going to Chris Axon. Kyle Williams on the on-card auto for the Pats. Going to Rob. Rise to the Hall. Kurt Warner out of 199 for the Rams. Austin Eckler out of 99. Abdul Carter out of 149 going to Doc. Cam Ward and Chuba Hubbard. That's never opened a box where the base card was in the back. That's a little different. But you know how it goes. We'll take the Cam, though. We'll take that Cam, we'll take that Abdul Carter, and we'll continue on with our ripping. Going back there, Abdul. Old Kurt Warner. For everybody just getting in here, the next break pinned at the bottom. I see people going in the shop. So first thing, there's coupons, so don't miss that. Upper left-hand corner. Also, that is 40 2024 Optic hanger boxes is what it is. Just so you knows, okay? All right, Mr. Cowling. Get your shine on. There. I saw a little bit of a glare. Let's make that go away. Resurgence time, and then we'll end in the Donruss 2025 Hobby Box. I can't tell if that's RPA or not. I don't think it is. There it is. All right. Good luck, empty box. And I'll address everybody that's coming off the board in that next break once I'm done with this one. Drew Brees, Brian Dawkins, Frank Gore, Bob Greasy. We got a silver Jared Wiley, Lad McConkey on the Circuit Breakers refractor, Audric Estime, and Ray Davis. It's Lad. It's Lad. Going to card collector. What you done seen, Doc? What you done seen? Jamal Charles, Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, James Harrison on the refractor for the Steelers, Michael Pratt, Darius Robinson, and Mr. Eichenberg. This guy was such a monster. Here you go. Here you go, bro. There you go. There's your boy. Bryce Young, Ray Lewis, Boomer Esiason, Joe Thomas. We got something numbered there. All right. Pull from the back here. Faltanu, Tyke Smith, Tony Dorsett on the Glimmering Gleam, and what do we got here? Could be an auto, potentially. Mason Smith, first on print out of 15 for the Jags. A little lime green deed for the Jags. Going to Vanny. Out of 15. Marshall Faulk. Lawrence Taylor and Jerome Bettis. Eddie George. Dallas Turner out of 399. Xavier Legette for the Panthers. Voltaic, Blake Corum, and Trey Benson. And another one. Oh, Doc. Not anybody on the Lions. Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders, Michael Irvin. Mr. Eichenberg is one of the autos for the Raiders out of 249. That's going to Kurt, Troy Aikman, Chris Jenkins, and Michael Pratt. Sonny, good morning. Good morning on a Saturday morning. Let's get old Kurt out of the way here. We'll put Kurt down here. Sonny, I hope you're doing well. It's Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, and Christian Okoye. Cade Stover on the refractor. Oh, we got a wired. Excellent. Be somebody good. Lad McConkey. Xavier Worthy. Bo Jackson on the Glimmering Gleam. And let's just see here. Good luck, good luck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. For the Panthers, on the wired, Bryce Young going to B. Kendall. That's a super, super short print right there. And they're really cool looking cards. You see that? I try to get the light to hit it, but you'll see it a little bit better once you get it. It's better looking when you're looking at it. It just is. It just is. It's true. It's true. Take it. Little Bryce Young action. And a Cade Stover. It's technically, well, it's a case hit basically. But Topps doesn't have case hits. They don't call them case hits. So it's just a super, super short print, or a super short print, or a short print. It's something of that nature. We don't see very many, one per case. Jerry Rice, Jason Kelsey and Tom Brady, Adrian Peterson, Darrelle Revis for the Jets on the refractor. Some kind of print. That's it, Callie John. Adonai Mitchell, Malachi Corley, and Tyrese Knight. Will Jets givey Darrelle Revis action? Oh, yeah. And don't forget, we still got a Donruss hobby over there. And we got a nice 40 2024 optic hanger break pin at the bottom of your screen. Isaac Bruce, Hines Ward and Will Levis, Doug Flutie. Earl Campbell out of Fitty. That's just nice. We take that. Strahler. Xavier Leggetti. Ben Sinnott and Graham Barton. Sonny. Sonny, there was coupons. I saw what you just did. There was coupons. I hope you had them. I hope you found them. We've got Mike Singletary, Troy Aikman and J.J. Watt, Dan Marino. Brock Bowers on the auto out of 125. That's 2 Raider autos out of this box. Well, well, well then, Kurt. Have yourself a nice early morning break, why don't you? Bryce Young's out of 149. Gould and Bullard. That's nice. That's nice with the, I don't know why, maybe because it's a Raider, but that just looks good. It look a good. Is that what you heard? Is that what you've been told, Sonny? Sonny, I did 2 of those this week, and I didn't get one. So I want mine now. This is my turn. Tim Brown. Terry Bradshaw and Steve Largent. Aaron Donald. Joe Alt on the refractor. Trey Benson. Fisk and Cowing. Maurice Jones-Drew. I did, Sonny. Both of them. McMahon, Reed, Kuechly. Oh, that's another super short print on the the little diamonds. Christian Okoye for the Chiefs. We'll certainly take that, Jay Spitler. Terry Bradshaw's out of 275 for the Steelers. Luke McCaffrey and Nate Wiggins. Good little box we got here. Come on, RPA. Don't let us down. Don't let us down. Be somebody good. Be somebody good. I know Brock Bowers was in it, but we can still get somebody decent. I'm not asking for much. Good luck. Regardless of what the RPA is, it's been a good box. Freeman, Peyton Manning and Dan Fouts, Eli Manning pulling from the back, Patrick Paul, Bub Means, Devin Hester, it's numbered, whoever it is, Texton, Jet. Ooh, that's actually pretty sick. For the Texans, 20 out of 25, Cade Stover. Excellent, excellent box. That's going to Kane. Nice hit, Kane. Look at them patches. Just look at the card in general. The auto, all of that. 20 out of 25. I like you. And we're not done yet. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I saw you, J Love. We're going to find out. We're down to 1 box. We're down to 1 singular box. It's Donruss, and there's a lot of packs in it. I have not, Mark. I don't think that's a possibility. I don't think those can be in there, but I could be wrong. Big time. He's I think he's going to be more valuable than he has been up to this point. He's a good player. He's out there, so that's half the battle. There's the patch. That's what I was looking for. They're obvious. They're humongous. Empty box. And this won't be the only, I know I pinned a 2024 40 optic hanger breakdown at the bottom, but I did that intentionally for something a little bit easier in the morning for people to get into. This won't be the only Donruss we're opening this morning. Nope. Nope. Levis and Brown. Jackson Hawes for the Bills. McCaffrey and Lambjack. On the rookies, a little Travion Henderson action never hurt nobody. He ain't never hurt nobody at all. Another one on the throwback. Go on with your Bad South Pats. Caleb Williams, Patty French Fries, and Josie Jewell. Look, watch this. Watch this. Ramondre Stevenson, Emmitt Smith, Edgerrin James, Tiamolau for the Colts, Wright, Suggs, Elite Series Kyle Williams for the Pats, Bomb Squad, Mr. Golden. There you go, brother. Theo Johnson. Come on, there's going to be, come on. And Josh Hines Allen. And that's out of a 2025 Kid Reporter. And for everybody that doesn't know, Theo Johnson gets pulled a lot around here, especially when I'm the one opening the cards. Yeah, and that was out of 25. Hey, Nimitz. Good morning, Lurple. It's Donruss, Nimitz. Donruss 2025. Doc, it took you long enough. Armstead, Grossman, Scourton, Tyler Loop, Monk, and Benson. Garrett Wilson on the Dominators for the Jets. Mr. Adunzi, Laporta, and Davis. Get these to the side here a little bit more. Kind of in my way. Jaden Daniels, Jalen Coker, Kyle McCord. We got something numbered here. Trey Amos for the Commanders out of 25. Okay. Die cut. Rozier, Davis, CeeDee Lamb on the Gridiron Kings, Shador on the Bomb Squad, Anzalone and Mayfield. Here you go, Doc. I just playing with you, dog. And a little die cut. Confirmed. Chancellor. McBride. Zabel. Woodson. Williams. Elite Series Trey McBride for the Cardinals. Omari and Hampton for the Chargers. Bills for Josh Allen. Michael Wilson and Rich Gannon. Oh, there's more than a couple cards up there. That's for certain, Mark. I see them right now. Anybody getting squads in that next break, I'll go over it. I'll do a little roll call. Olave, Samuel, T. Higgins for the Bengals out of 199, Abdul Carter for the G-Men, Jalen Warren, Montez Sweat, Ashton Genty on the Elite Series. There you go, Raiders. Jordan Love, EJ Speed, and Luke Musgrave. Boy, that guy just looks like a problem. Look at him. Doc, it's your boy. It's your boy. It's Abdul. And some guy named T. Higgins. Good morning, Buck. Good morning, good morning. Sonny, I said that when I started opening them, 2 days ago? The cards themselves are better. The actual cards that they've made are better. Hobby was a little bit more than it should be. Hopefully those prices come down. It's either that or hopefully the retail stuff starts coming out soon, because Eddie Pinheiro. Chuba. Missing nameplate for the Seahawks is Leonard Williams, Jalen Milroe, Holt Bijan, Brock Bowers on the Action All-Pros, Legend Series Joey Porter, Troy Franklin, and Mr. Fairbairn. See, they do look better this year. Overall, they look better. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Mr. Hanson, good morning. I may try and do some baseball at the end of the morning, Hanson, and we've got some of that Prism that I haven't opened yet, so we'll just see how the morning goes. Buck, my question of the day is, hang on. I just saw Jerry Ditzel. I got to make Jerry Ditzel go away. We don't need people like that around here. Have a good day, Mick Foley. And just like that, they was gone. You got it, bro. Bro, it seems like you get one every time I do that. Tillman, Barkley, John Jefferson. You're good, Sonny. Joe Mixon, Taysom Hill, John Elway on the Gridiron Kings, Jaden Daniels on the Bomb Squad, Kendre Miller, and Cooper Kupp. Kid Reporter. Russell Wilson, Jamar Chase, Mason Graham, Micah Parsons and James Conner, Tyreek Hill on the Dominators for the Dolphins, another Ashton Genty on the Gridiron Kings, Patty Mahomes, Jennings, and Waddle. I don't know. Maybe he does. I don't know, Doc. Eye of the beholder. Question of the morning, Buck. What is the best sitcom of all times? Not just some of the times, but all of the times. Jordan Addison, Dalton Schultz, Tyler Loop, Jalen Noel for the Texans, Travis Kelce, Isaiah Likely, Nico Collins on the Elite Series, Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers. Oh, I don't think I've seen that until now. Eli Manning and Pacheco. Is that his first card? In a Steelers uniform? Cheers I've seen. How I Met Your Mother, that's the first time I've seen that this morning. Henry, Evans, Noel, Overshone, Mayer, Scatabo. These just look good because of the color match. There you go, Doc. Throwback Kyle Williams, Jalen Hurts, Nick Chubb, and Boomer Esiason. I think that might be his first card on the Steelers. I don't know, but I think it. Frenzer Seinfeld is right up there, Brittany. Office is up there. Simmons. Richardson. Ozzie Newsome is out of 10. Whoa, there you go, Browns. Well, Ozzie Newsome out of 10. 2 out of 10. Barron for the Broncos. Lockett. Douglas. Nick Bonito. Savion on the Rated Rookies Retro. There you go, brother. There's the other one. Will McDonald and DeAndre Swift. Office, Friends, any of those shows I can put on TV and not have to pay attention to it if I'm doing something. And I can just go right back to watching it no matter what. Banoy, Sandstrel. They are. I like them, Sonny. They have autos on those too, that version. Dylan Gabriel. Tet is out of 199 for the Panthers. Panthers did well today. Judy. Verse. Kyle Williams for the Pats. Tet, one more again on the Bomb Squad. John Lynch and Alec Pierce. We still haven't gotten an auto yet. Oh, that's a good one, Sonny. I put that up there. Grounded for life, Trevor says. They're definitely nicer than last year. No doubt about it. Dion, Will Anderson, Eamon Worry, Gibbs and Achan, Mr. Shuck for the Saints, throwback Matthew Golden, Saquon Barkley, Breece Hall, and Christian Watson. Sonny's got all of them on Laserdisc. Patch, Brian Thomas Jr., Jim Kelly, Chad Johnson on the Pats, Dylan Sampson for the Browns, Jaleel McLaughlin, Tutu Atwell. Our patch is a Bill. It is Joshua Allen for the Bills going to Mr. Lowe. That's out of 425, and it's a mighty, mighty patch. Jahmyr Gibbs Elite Series, Justin Herbert Bomb Squad, and Edrin James. Drew Carey Show was a good one, cool guy. A lot of people don't know about that one. Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks, Cleveland rocks. Still haven't got an auto yet. Vita Vey. Tony Richardson, Felton, Godwin, Reed, Christian Gonzalez on the Dominators for the Pats, Quinn Ewers for the Dolphins on the throwback, Brett Favre inducted, John Jefferson and Ricky Parasol. That's coming down to the wire, isn't it? Oh, I like it too. I like it too. Ward, Shakir, Carmichael, Fannin Jr., Carmichael, Montgomery, Matthew Golden. Bro, you've gotten more than a couple Matthew Goldens out of this box. Congratulations. Bomb Squad, Tyler Warren for the Colts will take it. Benito and Jefferson. Is it really coming down to the last pack? That never happens. Did we get Panini? There's always the Panini chance. There's always the Panini. Let's hope that's not the case. Good luck. Jamal Charles, Trent Green, Adonai Mitchell's out of 500 for the Colts. Shadir, for the Browns, on the throwback auto out of 49, Quinshon Judkins. That's kind of sick. ETN Jr., Bashul Tootin for the Jags. JJ on the bomb squad. Jonu Smith, Audric Estime, and the Kid Reporter. Came down to the last pack. Well, throwback auto. What up with it? And there's a Shadur in there. Browns ended up okay, Ryan. It was dicey there for a minute, but they ended up all right. All right, let me take care of all of these, and then I'll do a quick recap, and then I'll do a roll call for the squads off the board in the next break. 40, count on 40 Optic 2024 hangers, and then we'll do some more 25. Appreciate you, Houday. Have a great Saturday morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning as well, so if you feel like getting a little ripping in on a Sunday morning, Primo will be chilling. What is that? Get out of there. All right. Well, enjoy yourself and be responsible now. Hydrate. All right. Recap. Get all these off to the side. There's quite a few cards in that break. Yes, there is. And you get them all. You get them all now. You're going to get them all. You're going to get everyone in your team that you pulled. Yes, you are. Watch. Watch it. It's going to happen. All right. Recap. We've got Kyle Williams and James Harrison. Ladd McConkey. Trey Amos was out of 25. Travion Henderson. Xavier Legette. Mason Smith was out of 15. First on print. CeeDee Lamb. Christian Okoye. Kyle Williams auto, Luke Kuechly, Abdul Carter for the G-Men, Jacob Cowling, Cam Ward, Daryl Revis and Bobby Wagner was out of 8 out of 8. Xavier Worthy was out of 80. Nate Wiggins was out of 88, I believe. Yes, that's right. Roma Dunzi, Dallas Turner, Eichenberg, Joshua Carty, Johnny Wilson, Cade Stover, Brian Thomas Jr., and a Chop Robbins. Bryce Young, Travion Henderson, Kurt Warner for the Rams, Terry Bradshaw, Earl Campbell was out of 50, Scatabo, missing nameplate Leonard Williams, Brock Bowers, Joey Porter and T. Higgins, Abdul Carter, Trey McBride, Omarion Hampton, Shadur Sanders, Matthew Golden, Ozzie Newsome was out of 10, Savion Williams, rated rookies retro, Aaron Rodgers, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Milroe, and Ashton Genty, Shadur Sanders, Matthew Golden, Tyler Warren, and Jahmyr Gibbs. Matthew Golden, Kyle Williams, Ashton Genty, J.J. McCarthy, Adonai Mitchell, Quinn Ewers, Josh Allen Patch was out of 425 for the Bills, Justin Herbert, Tyler Shuck, Tet was out of 199, Tet Bomb Squad, by Shul Tootin for the Jags, Quinshawn Judkins, 19 out of 49 throwback auto. Cade Stover, RPA, 20 out of 25. Brock Bowers was 18 out of 125. And the Wired, super short print, Bryce Young for the Panthers. And that's just where it starts. Now give me 1 second. Let me get all those hangers back there real quick. And I'll see who's off the board. Okay. Do the ripping. We'll do 5 at a time. We'll do 5 at a time. Here, I'll take this down. Put that up. Take a screenshot of it if you feel the need to. If not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's always on tube. It's always on the tube forever and always right over there on the tube. Good luck, and good luck. We're starting with 5. And no, I'm not going to do all the base, okay? We're not doing it. We're not doing it. But you do get all cards. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. More importantly, don't forget there's coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Please don't forget that. All right, here we go. It only begins here. We got to do 40 of these. All right, so let's find the spot. There it is. All right. Silver. Oh, hang on. Now we can see it. Silver rated rookie. A.J. Barner for the Seahawks is how it starts. Not bad. Jadeveon Clowney on the throwback. Jermaine Burton primary colors. Well, look at that. First one, Michael Penix Jr., purple scope. And a Marshawn Neeland. Well, 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 well. Congrats, JV. Davey, that's a good start. And we'll also take A.J. Barner for the Seahawks. Just watch me. Please don't miss out on those coupons, you guys. They're not always there. All right. And behind Jackson Smith, it's another rated rookie. Adisa Isaac this time for the Ravens. Brian Thomas Jr. play action. Keon Coleman primary colors. Tip. And Tavondre Sweat. Okay. Okay. Keon didn't get no touchdowns this week. All right, our silver is Adonai Mitchell for the Colts. We'll take it. J.J. McCarthy on the throwback. Malachi Corley. Darius Robinson for the Cardinals and Javon Baker. And any squads coming off the board in the next break, I will address that once I'm finished ripping all this, okay? More importantly, though, I see a lot of people going into the shop, or in and out of the shop anyways. Please know there's coupons in your upper left-hand corner. They're not always there. There should be a little % sign in your upper left-hand corner. Right. There's our silver. Behind Quentin Johnston, it's Zamir White for the Raiders. My House, Myles Garrett. Hidden Potential, Corley. There's our first Jordan Travis of the morn. And Ryan Flournoy. How about that? I said, how about that? There it is. All right, silver. I don't think it's a rookie this time. Trey McBride for the Cardinals. Not too bad. Nico Collins and C.J. Stroud. Well, Xavier Worthy on the lighted up. Braylon Trice and Nate Wiggins. All right, all right, all right. Okay, okay, okay. And Trey McBride. All right, 5 more. Steve, good morning. What up, dog? We're just getting a little optic ripping in. Got some 2025, got a 2025 little D pinned at the bottom. We got some coupons too. You know how we do. Good morning on a Saturday morning. Jacob, whatever you put in the chat didn't come through. So all I see is, ha 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 ha, kidding. Empty box. Must have been real bad, Jacob. Must have been real, real bad. Empty box. Empty box. Empty box. Oh, yeah, I put that filter on. Y'all can't do that anymore. I've taken it away from you. Anytime you guys want to try to complain about not getting a card, TikTok picks up on it. I figured it out. I didn't. All right. Looks like it might be a rookie. Behind Michael Pittman Jr. Yeah, that's a rookie. Keon Coleman on the silver for the Bills. How about it, Doc? Take those. Khalil Mack on the throwback. Brian Thomas Jr. primary colors. Tavondre Sweat for the Titans and a Terrian Arnold. There you go, Doc. And remember, you do get all cards, but we'd be here for a long, long time. Oh, they're upside down. Hang on. We'd be here for a long, long time if I did all those. All right, our silver is a rookie. Good luck. Cade Stover for the Texans ain't too bad. Tyreek Hill. J.J. McCarthy. Blake Corum for the Rams. And Chop Robinson. Draco, there was one in an 80 batch last night, if that helps. Or I mean in a 40 batch, I'm sorry. There was one in a 40 batch last night, which is what we're doing right now. It was the duel for the Dolphins. Here's our rated rookie. Here it is right here. Jatavian Sanders for the Panthers ain't bad neither. I seen him out there playing. Yes, I did. Jimmy Garoppolo throwback. C.J. Mosley. Ricky Pearsall for the Niners we take. And a Jalen Polk. Not the Pat we wanted. But we're going to continue on. Rated rookie again. Braylon Trice for the Falcons. Best Hoodies, Golf and Laporta. Max Crosby. Marshawn Lloyd and A.J. Bwana. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Just saying that to anybody that might just be getting in the room and looking at that next break. Coupons, upper left-hand corner. Upside down again. Just one of them. Okay. All right, there's our silver. TJ Watt for the Steelers. Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen on the purple scope. And Rome Odunze for the Bears. How about that? How about that? It's a little Rome action. That's all. That's all it is. Get these out of the way real quick. Empty. 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 Hang on, this keeps popping up over here. Let me make this go away real quick. It's annoying me a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not that much, just a little bit. There's our silver. Behind DJ Moore. AJ Barner again, that's 2 silvers. Jadavian Clowney. Jermaine Burton. Michael Penix, it's like the same hanger. And a Byron Murphy II. An instant replay hanger. Congratulations, Falcons. It just takes a little bit. Just take a little bit, Steve. Just take a little bit. Right, there's our silver. Lamjack for the Ravens. Take it. Jonathan Brooks. Hold on here. CJ Stroud, Audric Estime, and an Enos Rakestraw Jr. Lamjack. Silver. Devin Leary for the Ravens. Michael Penix Jr. on the My House. CJ Stroud. Hey, look, it's Caleb Williams for the Bears going to KJ Sonic and Dylan Laub. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing things I won't see. All squads in the next break are pinned at the bottom of your screen. What's in it? 25 Donruss Hobby, Tops 24 Hobby, 21 Zenith Hobby, Obsidian 25 International Blaster, Optic 23 Blaster, and a Select 24 Mega. And coupons in your upper left-hand corner. I hope that answered your question. All right. Might be a rookie. It is a rookie. It's Nate Wiggins on the silver for the Ravens. I like that. I'm going to take it. BTJ on the diamond hands. Ricky Parasol primary colors. Oh my goodness. It's Theo Johnson and a Joe Milton III. What a hanger. The best hanger of all hangers. Right there. Can't get no better. Can't get no better. Yep, that's right, Doc. Yep. I'm going to sign that card for you. I'm going to sign it Theo Johnson right at the bottom. Steve, I don't really have one that stands out more than the other. I'm just going to sit back, relax, watch them all because my team doesn't play till Monday. So no pressure. No pressure. I just get to judge everybody else's teams for a day. Why does it keep doing that? Thank you. That's right, Brad. You got it. There's our silver. It's Minkah Fitzpatrick this time. Anthony Richardson, Spencer Rattler, Devin Leary, and Trey Benson. Rattler. Rattler. All right, we need 5 more. There's a lot of these in this, if you didn't know. Empty. 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 Appreciate all those likes, everybody. I'm upside down again. What's going on with that? Josh Allen. Byron Murphy for the Seahawks. Najee. Michael Penix on the rookie recruits. Troy Franklin for the Broncos, who's actually been playing great. And Spencer Rattler. This guy's been playing pretty good. Sonny, I see you. Hang on. Hold on. Gotcha. Silver. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Michael Penix Jr. My House. Malik Neighbors light it up. Luke McCaffrey and Tyler Newben. Tyler Newben. I think that's how it's pronounced. We'll put your boy right up there with the we're going to find out that Detroit. Silver. Tip Ryman for the Cardinals. Keon Coleman play action. Drake May. Blake Corum one more again. And a Roman Wilson. Jacob. Behind Antonio Gibson is Mason Smith. Michael Penix on the throwback with a little Panini dust on him. Get out of here. Chop Robinson for them Fins. Enos Rakestraw and DJ James. Looks like we're getting closer to halfway in that break pin at the bottom of your screen. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. And that's just the way it is. Behind Kendre is Trey Hendrickson. Jimmy Garoppolo. Jaden Daniels lighted up. Adisa Isaac and Edrin Cooper. And we're going to need 5 more of these. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. Empty. 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 Hey, look, it's empty. Oh, wow, another one's empty. doing now? It's been hopping all over the place. Sorry. Silver. Cade Stover one more again. Brian Thomas Jr., J.J. McCarthy, Joniah Ellis, and Cooper DeJean. That was a pretty good hanger. Not too bad. Spread a little bit of love out there. Squirrel. Silver, Jamari Thrash, Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith, Devin Leary, Nate Wiggins on the purple scope, and a Jalen Wright. Squirrel. Brian Robinson Jr. You watch your mouth, Randy. You're not funny. You're not funny at all. You sound like a Cowboys fan to me. And nobody likes Cowboys fans. Nobody. Good morning. Brian Robinson Jr., Tyler Lockett and Geno Smith, Jatavian Sanders, Jalen McMillan for the Bucs, and Blake Corum. Silver. Jahmyr Gibbs for the Detroit Lions. We like that. Latu, Burrow, Fisk, and Jalen McMillan. Yes, you did. Correct. Confirmed. And if any of you ever confused on who you have, one other option you always have is to go back to your purchases and look at the break number and see who you got. And that's more if you had gotten in more than one break too. Just so you know you can do that. If you go back to your main page, click on your purchases, and then click on your purchase, it'll show you. Silver, Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. Herbie, Brendan Rice, Jalen Wright, and Michael Penix Jr. Hey, I need 5 more. Empty box. All you need is a little pixie dust and to think one happy thought, and you can fly. Empty box. Empty box. Empty. Empty. Just one little happy thought. Close to halfway in the break, pinned at your bottom. If you feel like trying to get into some Donruss 25 hobby, it's in there. And there's coupons in your upper left-hand corner. All right, there's our silver. Behind L'Jarius Sneed, is a Brock Bowers. Yep, we take those for the Raiders. That's Jeremy. Xavier Worthy. Diamond Hands. Jaheim Bell. Devin Leary and Tyler Newbin. That's right, Chris Saxon. Silver. It's Tip again. Saquon Barkley, Jacob May, Anthony Gould, and Xavier Worthy. Keep hoping. I keep hoping. There's our silver. Levante David for the Bucks. Justin Herbert. Drake May on the primary color. Spencer Rattler, purple scope. And a Christopher Braswell. Keep hope alive. There's our silver. There it is. Anthony Richardson for the Colts. Derrick Henry. Joe Milton III, Mr. Leofow, and a Joniah Ellis. Keep on keeping on. Silver behind Max Crosby is Jared Goff. CJ Stroud. Jaden Daniels passing grade. Blake Corum one more time. And a Braylon Allen. All right, they're dwindling. Our chances are getting smaller and smaller. There's a lot of base. Come on with it. Come on with it. Empty. 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 Silver, Joe Alt, Josh Allen, My House, Anthony Richardson, Cade Stover, Purple Shock, and Javon Bullard. All right. Okay, Mr. Alt. Appreciate those shares there, Mr. Willie. Silver. Chop Robinson for the Dolphins. Terry McLaurin. Malik Neighbors and Jonathan Brooks for the Panthers with the Jared Verse. Jared the Hitman Verse. Next break is pinned at the bottom, folks. Next break is pinned at the bottom. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. And the picture and description should be correct. Should be accurate. Silver. Oh, Jerzon, Bijan, Jaden, BTJ, and a Devin Leary. BTJ. All right, you said the fourth one. Here it is. I thought for about 2 seconds there you got it right. Of course, we may never get one at all, you know. All right. Silver. Tank Dell. Xavier Leggett. Jermaine Burton, Malachi Corley, and Jacob Cowing. Silver. Kenneth Walker III, J.J. McCarthy, My House, Josh Allen, Luke McCaffrey, and Eric All Jr. Folks, we got 5 left. Nothing's done yet, but it's not looking great. Oh, there's a couple. There's a couple. Tracy. I gotta grab these last 5 here. Just watch me. Good luck, everybody. I hope there is one, but not looking great. Not looking great. Who's Bullseye? Empty box. Empty box. Empty box. There's a nice Braylon. That was about it so far, brother. I mean, there were other ones, but empty box. And our last one. Empty box. Next break. Pinned at the bottom of your screen. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. I see you going in the shop. I feel it's important that you know that there's coupons there because I don't know if you're somebody that just got in the room or not. All right, silver. Mark Andrews for the Ravens. Jaden Daniels on the play action. J.J. McCarthy, rookie recruits. Malachi Corley and a lad McConkey. What a terrible hanger. Not too bad, mate. Silver. Javon Bullard for the Pack. Javonte Williams. Oh, we like that name. Chop Robinson. Jaden Daniels on the purple scope. And Enos Rakestraw Jr. Silver, Devontae Walker, Jaden Daniels play action, J.J. McCarthy, Jalen Polk, and Darius Robinson. 2 left. Line Hunter, I don't know. Silver, Johnny Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Gurindo, Caleb showed up again, and Malachi Corley. Last chance. Sin City, there was a nice silver Jatavian. There was some purple scope, Jonathan Brooks, stuff like that. No deal. No deal. Silver Jonah Ellis for the Broncos. He wanted to show up for the Broncos, but not Bo. Lockett, Drake May, Javon Baker, and Drake May. And that was that. That was all she wrote. It evades me again. Well, you just wait till Joe Boo gets here. He'll have something to say about all this. All right, let's do a recap. Next break is pinned at the bottom, you guys. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. I'm going to do a recap of this real quick. Appreciate you hopping in. If you're somebody that gets in breaks, you already know all too well how they work. But some of y'all did just fine. Watch, Joe Boo gets here, and I'm gonna pull a Theo Johnson out of every pack. All right, Jonathan Taylor, Braylon Allen, Spencer Rattler, and Joe Milton, Roma Dunze. Hey, look, it's Theo Johnson. Cade Stover Silver, J.J. McCarthy, Jatavian Sanders, Mr. Alt, Nate Wiggins, Lambjack, McBride, Neighbors, Corum, T.J. Watt, Xavier Worthy, Mitchell, Pearsall, J.J. McCarthy, Keon Coleman, A.J. Barner, Brian Thomas Jr. and Javon Bullard, Drake May and Nate Wiggins, Troy Franklin, Cade Stover, Brian Thomas Jr., Jameer, Jaden Daniels and J.J. McCarthy, Chop Robinson, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, Jaden Daniels, Kenneth Walker III, Xavier Legete, Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Drake of May, Spencer Rattler, Jalen McMillan, Blake Corum, Jackson Smith, Keon Coleman, Caleb Williams, Michael Penix, Brock Bowers, Caleb Williams, and Jaden Daniels. Oh, Doc, did you miss? Hang on. I don't know if you saw it or not. Hey, Doc. All right, let me get this to the side here, and I'll get the next break up there real quick. It's pinned at the bottom of your screen. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. And we'll just see where that break takes us. All right. Did anybody else say no base on that break? If you did, I missed it. I saw Sonny, but I might have missed somebody else. Did anybody else say no base? Okay. Okay. Let's get this out of the way here. So we're going to start with blasters, obviously. We're going to do this one last. We're going to do that one second to last. We're going to do that third to last. And we're going to do these hobbies or these blasters first and then the megas. Actually, you know what? I take that back. We're going to do that, then the mega, but we're starting with the 23 optic blaster. And can I please get a downtown, please? I'm not asking for much. I've pulled more downtowns than maybe any person ever in the history of ever, and it won't show up for me now. It's all Joe Boo's fault. It's all Joe Boo's fault. I'm not taking any of the blame. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner, baseball pinned at the bottom of your screen. Take that down. Take a screenshot of that if you feel the need to for your records. If not, you can always go over to the YouTube to see exactly what's going down. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Whoa. Post-its just went a-flying. Post-its, they are a-flying. Empty. Patrick Mahomes, Tyler Scott, Tavius Robinson, and Danny Dimes. Appreciate you hopping in, Nades. Let's see what we can get done here. Let's see what we can get done. T-Suggs, Byron Young, ETN Jr. on the silver, and Sam Howell. I want them all. I want each and every one, Primo. Mr. Mapu for the Pats, Seti Tillman for the Browns. Old Hendon got copped up by the Panthers. This goes to the Lions, but he's on the Panthers now. And Devontae Smith. Baseball is pinned at the bottom. And there are coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Pierce, Carter, Dorian Williams for the Bills, and Dan Marino. Claypool, Jaleel McLaughlin for the Broncos. A little Puka Nacua base won't hurt nobody, and a Fred Warner. Let's go ahead and put Puka up there. Maybe he'll bring us a little bit of good luck. I want some good luck. Okoye, Kalijah, Kirk Cousins, and Adam Vinatieri. No DT for Primo in that one. All right, select mega time. Mr. Hanson, did you get back in time and your squad was actually there? There ain't no way. There ain't no way. There ain't no, how is that even possible, empty box? I want to get into that prism. I want to see what that's about. Overshown. Van Ginkel. Rashad White die cut for the Bucks. Rico Dowdle. Xavier Worthy. Ed Oliver. And a Chris Long. University of Virginia. Guardians go pretty quick, I've noticed. They do go pretty quick, C9. They do. They go. I'd say they're probably one of the first 6 teams off the board most of the time. Ferguson, Cooper Rush, DeMarvion, T. Higgins for the Bengals, Marvin Harrison Jr. Ooh. Out of 199, Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs and TJ Hawkinson. That's just a good-looking little card right there. Stanford, Florida's. Stanford at 6:30 today, Central Time. So it's 7:30 Eastern. Levante David, Jared Goff, Van Ginkel one more again, Dak Prescott for them boys, Xavier Worthy on the numbers, Brian Burns, and a Deion Dawkins. Sauce, Chase Brown, Kareem Hunt. Oh, we take those. WTF, die cut, JJ McCarthy, and it's clean. Oh, it's clean. That's a nice. I'd slab that up. Ooh, look who's behind it. Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Bucky Irving and Kendrick Bourne. Oh, yeah. I see people hopping in the shop. There are coupons, just so you know, and that's a baseball break pinned down there. That is baseball, all hobbies. 4 of them, to be exact. Did anybody get my Reds yet? I'm always curious. Did anybody get Cincy? Xavier Worthy. Rasul Douglas. Jake Ferguson. Patrick Queen. I never know, you know. Jimmy Graham and Calvin Austin III. Our Reds are gone. DeMarcus Lawrence. Amari Cooper and Jahan Dotson. Cooper Rush. Kayvon Thibodeau. Herbie and Riley Moss. All right. Time for an Origins blaster. There's no crying in baseball. Chad, you took them? How dare you, Chad? How dare you? They're just supposed to sit there forever. Because I'm a Reds fan. Empty. Yeah, I don't, let's not talk about that. You know, the Reds won yesterday, and the Nationals were beating the Mets, and you blew it. It was early, though. They were only up 4-1, and they gave up like 6 runs in the next inning. So, yeah, what are you going to do? So I'm only 2 games back still. Quinn Ewers for the Dolphins. Elik Ayamanor. Jacob May. Tua. Deron Bland. And Tank Bigsby. Nope, I'm Reds, I'm Celtics, and I'm Lions. I'm all over the board. I'm all over the place. But I'm legit. I'm not one of those Fairweather fans. I've supported them all along the way. The only team I ever switched was from the Bengals to the Lions, and that was when I was like 5 or 6 years old. I kept all the other teams. I stayed true. And I will say, if the my dad liked the Celtics because he grew up watching Bill Russell versus Wilt Chamberlain. Reds because they were in Indiana, so Cincinnati was right there, and that's why they like the Bengals too. Lions, I made that decision. Tyler Warren, Travion Henderson, R.J. Harvey for the Broncos, numbered Riley Leonard out of 199 for the Colts. Okay, Puka Nacua and Chase Brown. 2 Tyler Warren cards, 2 for the price of 1. Kentucky basketball. Lando, this is 2025 Origins, and this is an international blaster. So this is really the only Origins you can get other than opening a 25 Origins hobby. There is no other, there's not like retail of it or anything. So this is as close to retail as it gets, and this isn't something that you can go get like at a Walmart or a Target. You'd have to go into a hobby You'd have to go into a hobby shop to get these, if they even had them. No, you're good, dog. You good? You good? Trey Harris. Cam Ward for the Titans. Jalen Milroe on the variation. We're going to take that. Trey Harris for the Chargers. Chuba, Derwin James Jr., and the beloved Kid Reporter. Baseball break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner, and it is 4 hobbies. Prism, Topps Finest, Topps Jumbo, and a Tier 1. And that's what's in it. Florida's unfortunately, yes, it's in that area. It's in that range. You might be able to get lucky and do a little bit better than that. They shouldn't have come out at that rate, though. When they came out last year, when I was on the, I got them for much less than that. And then they went up to like 140, 150 after they came out. But for them to start that high is like, okay, cool. Mertz, Malachi Starks, Donovan for the Cowboys, Jackson Dart startups for the G-Men. There you go, Doc. Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Alec Pierce. What's up, Doc? Another Jackson Dart. Terrence Ferguson for the Rams. A Justin Herbert original gridiron. Joe Namath, Jalen Wright, and John Elway. Hey, kid, you're all right. We got Jalen Lane, Jackson Dart, Purdy, Harrison Jr., and Zaire Franklin. The Jackson Dart box, the Riley Leonard Jackson Dart box. And Jalen Lane showed up too. All right, that's it. It's all hobby now. 21 Zenith's up next. Double vision. Empty box. We start out with a Quinnen Williams for the Jets. Eight out of 25. That's sick. Epics season. Josh Allen. You still in here, B-Wax? That's pretty sick. Look at that card. 8 out of 25. That's a sick looking card right there. Joey Bosa on the Z jerseys patch out of 149 for the Chargers. Not bad. Kyle Pitts for the Falcons out of 60. Auto. Rookie. Going to Wobbly Hog. And we got a redemption behind this one. So hang on, let me pull from the back. Just another Kyle Pitts not autoed. Look at the Falcons eating in this box. All right, now there's a good chance that this redemption is expired. So whoever gets this will probably have to reach out. They may still have it, depending on the player, or you could get some kind of replacement. Rookie patch autos, 102. 2-2 Atwell for the Rams. And the Rams are DOS. So DOS, you can reach out to them. It expired in 2023. They may still have the card, but you might want to try to get like a Sparkle pack or something for it. And if you don't talk to the right if you don't feel like you're talking to the right person, call somebody else. You get somebody else on the phone. Just like when we call for anything, sometimes we don't always get the right person on the phone. That's my recommendation. And of course, B-Wax isn't in here. He doesn't see the Josh Allen out of 25. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Like sometimes... Oh, did he? Okay. Who you gonna call? Josh Allen. Sometimes you call for anything and you get the wrong person on the phone. Just because they work there doesn't mean it's the right person you need to be talking to. It's not like everybody does the same thing as well as others. Now we got another hobby box to open. It's Topps Chrome time. I see people still hopping in and out of that shop. Firstly, just know that there are coupons. Secondly, that is 4 baseball hobby boxes is what's in that. It's Prism, Finest, Topps Chrome Jumbo, and Tier 1. No, AC, no, you can get stuff for them. You can get stuff for them. They might actually have the card, but you'd probably be better off trying to negotiate for not the card. You probably fare better to not do that. You might be able to get something better. Tim Tebow, Rod Woodson, Dermontti Dawson, George Teague, Frank Gore, Chad Johnson on the refractor. There he is. It's Theo. Arkham must be around somewhere or something. And Austin Reed. Theo showing up too much. He's showing up too much. I know he's... Look, see? Look. See? I haven't been here all morning. See? I know. I can tell. I can tell when the pillars have been shook. Charles Woodson. Dan Fouts. And we'll see if this is true or not. But Arkham usually says that if there's a Theo, then it's a good box. So let's see if he's right. Dan Fouts. Dallas Clark. Teddy Bruschi out of 275. Malachi Corley refractor. Charles Woodson all etched, not a refractor. Chris Braswell and Joe Alt. Did he, Florida's? Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Rathman, Willie Levi, Christian Okoye, Charlie Batch for the Steelers. Hold on. Adrian Peterson, Jatavian Sanders, and Ladd McConkey. Jay Novacek, Bo Jackson, William Perry, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Quick on the refractor for the Eagles, Jamal Charles refractor for the Chiefs, Gould, and Ray Davis. Sleeve that Willie Levi up, man. Troy, that'll be tonight with Mr. and Mrs. probably. And we don't have many left, so I wouldn't, if that's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Craig Morton, Jerome Bettis, Michael Irvin, Ooh, for the Rams, Torrey Big Game Holt going to DOS out of 150. Cooper DeJean refractor for the Eagles, Kurt Warner, Javon Bullard, and Byron Murphy. It's Coop DeJean and Torrey Holt. Stephen Davis, John Randall, Deuce McAllister and Danny White, Randall Cunningham refractor, Brock Bowers Youthquake, Xavier Worthy, and Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin's been playing better. Y'all might want to go back through your cards and make sure you don't have like an RPA or something hanging out and chilling, because he's been playing better. If he keeps doing that, then people are going to take notice. Troy Polamalu, Leroy Butler, Kellen Winslow, Randy Moss, Jonathan Ogden, Nate Wiggins for the Ravens, Adonai Mitchell, and Jacob May. CJ Stroud, Sean Alexander, Nolan Cromwell, Refractor Mushin Mohammed, Kamari Lassiter, James Harrison, Devin Leary, and Junior Colson. Dorsey Levens, Steve Young, Charles Tillman, Chris Carter. Is it an auto? Is it an auto? It is not. Out of 399, Theo Johnson. What a beautiful card. He's back. Devin Hester, Cam Kinchins, and Mason Smith. A pink Theo. Who could ask for anything more? What's up, Drago? Primo Theo. Jim Kelly, Bob Greasy, Rodney Hampton, Tony Hill for the Colts out of 50, Adonai Mitchell Gold Wave, Bucky Irving out of 150 on the Future Stars. That's kind of sick. Take that, C9. Quinyon and Jalen McMillan. And don't forget, we got another hobby left in this. We're not done yet. It's baseball that's pinned at the bottom, folks. It's baseball. Calvin Hill, Jason Sehorn, Brian Westbrook, Chris Spielman on the refractor, Nate Wiggins on the refractor, Jamal Charles, Jonah Ellis, and Jalen Ford. Is it actually coming down to the last box or last pack? Nate, you need it in this. You need it in this pack right here, because I don't know how much love the Donruss is going to give you. You need a little. You need a little treat right in this pack right here. Just a little something, something. Everson Walls, Brian Dawkins. Oh. Billy Sims. Latu was the other auto for the Colts, and that is Brady. Caleb Williams, Future Stars. Javon Bullard, Refractor for the pack. Laub, Eichenberg. Good morning, J. Ray. Good morning, good morning. Colts are eating a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, that's not to be said that the Broncos can't show you some love in that Donruss Nades. I just felt like Topps Chrome was probably a little bit better shot at it. But we're going to open all 18 of those packs up right now, and then we're going to do a little baseball, because I said so. You just watch. And that's the bottom line. Oh, there's the big old patch. My goodness. Emptiness. Good luck, everybody. Alvin Kamara, Jaden Reed, Tony Dorsett for them boys out of 500. Elik Ayamanor, Bijan, Jameer Gibbs, JJ on the Elite Series, Scary Terry, Jonu Smith, and Audric Estime. Oh no, the final boss has spoken. You leave me alone. Undertaker, he was your brother, and you let him burn. Trey Tucker, Kurt Warner, Unkwo, Donovan Jackson, Devin A. Chan, all right, James, we're going to see what we can do. A. Chan, McLaughlin, Andrew Van Ginkel for the Vikes. Jaden Higgins on the Rated Rookies Retro. Ayuk and Bigsby. It's Paul Bearer. Y'all don't know Paul Bearer? Come on. Get with the program, people. Man. Don't know who Paul Bearer is. I'm losing faith in some of you. Tony Dorsett, Jalen Hurts, Terrence Ferguson, Tutu Atwell, Chris Godwin, Christian McCaffrey not having a great day, Jalen Royals, Derrick Henry, Vinny Testaverde, and Max Crosby. Oh, Buck, you know. All Clemson has done for the last 7,000 years is win, you know. J.J. McCarthy, Njoku, DJ Giddens, Savion Williams on the red for the Pack, Ed Reed, Harold Carmichael, Tootin for the Jags, Oren Burks, Trevor Lawrence, and Adam Thielen. He was. He was lost in that picture, Arkham. He didn't know which way was up. He didn't know which way was down. Darnell Mooney. Nothing crazy, nothing to write home about, but there's been some Ravens, Mike. Bateman, Ashton Genty, David Montgomery, Jalen Warren, James Conner for the Cardinals. Throwback, Jalen Noel. There's your Lambjack on the bomb squad. Sutton and Plummer. Kid Reporter. Double vision. And yes, Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight. Trust and believe it. It's going down. Garrison Hurst, Caleb Williams, Torrey Holt, Malachi Starks, Montez Sweat, Joe Mixon, Mason Taylor for the Jets. Actually looks pretty good. Kamara, London, and Love. Quit messing with me. Mr. and Madam 238 will be on at 6 o'clock Central Time with gold packs. They might not start with gold packs, but I bet you there'll be some gold packs. Okay? Brock Bowers. Marvin Harrison Jr. out of 500. Jordan Watkins. Oh, there's our auto. Elijah Arroyo for the Seahawks out of 199. They kind of just jump up and bite you in these. And the Seahawks are owned by Doc Muty. Josh Jacobs. Dwayne Bowe. Ashton Genty. There's a Jaden on the road to the Super Bowl. Wilson and Gannon. And Marvin. A little deed. Just a little deed. Wish it was a little bit lower number, but well, it's okay. What's up, Alex? Chilling. The play. 6:30 Central Time. Mingo. Hester. Gabriel Davis, Mason Graham, Alexander Madison, Mr. Mapu, Caleb Williams, who looks just digested all the way around, like on the Gridiron Kings, Roma Dunzi on the Bomb Squad, Franklin, Fairbairn, and a Kid Reporter. Looks like we're over halfway in that baseball break pinned at the bottom, folks. Coupons in your upper left-hand corner. Cole Kmet, Devontae Smith, Tyler Loop, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman Jr., Baker Mayfield on the Dominators, Malachi Starks, Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, and Christian Watson. But I'm awaiting it. It might not show up until Joe Boo gets here. He might be holding a grudge on me. It's possible. He ain't seen me in a bit. Culpepper, Johnson, Noel, Polk, Worthy, Groupie, Myles Garrett on the Action All Pros, Travis Hunter, that's sick. Rated Rookies Retro, Edwin James and John Jefferson. I want the auto of this card right here. This one. Aries is up. Good morning, Aries. George Kittle, Mike Williams, Barron, Josiah Stewart, Derrick Henry and James Cook, Jalen Royals for the Chiefs, Super Bowl champions Eagles, Ricky Parasol, Nick Bonito. Welcome on in, girly girl. What up with it? Josh Downs, Jerome Ford, Trent Green, Shadir, Leonard Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Chris Godwin, Samuel Darnold for the Seahawks, Jay Jetta, and EJ Speed. Shadir. Derek Carr, Jameson Williams, Mertz, Verse, McCaffrey. There's a little Jordan Love. Thank goodness gracious. Can we see a card, Sonny, or what? Ashton Genty on the throwback. Keon Coleman, Luke Musgrave, Kendre Miller, and Kid Reporter. Packers play somebody else bad this week, don't they, Sonny? I think I remember looking at it. Ramsey. Allen. Missing nameplate, Zay Flowers for the Ravens. That's a good Ravens hit there for you, brother. Torrey Horton. Lamb Jack. Jalen Wright. Peyton Manning on the Gridiron Kings. Like, what? What you say? What you say? What you say? Eric Allen. Cooper Kupp. And Jennings. Browns, that's right. That's right. Well, how convenient the Packers' schedule has gone. How convenient, Sonny. How so very convenient. Tyler Boyd. Eric Dickerson. Quinshon Judkins. Suggs. Monk. Kellen Winslow. Papa Winslow. Omarion Hampton. What up with it? Burks, Waddle, and Manning. No, you beat two good teams at home. I think they're good teams. Here's the one with the patch. Adonai. Jacob May. Ricky Williams on the Ravens. Kelvin Banks Jr. Trey Benson. Mike Rozier. Our patch. Bijan out of 100. That's actually kind of nice. 25 out of 100 for the Falcons. Good job, Donorus. Way to make at least a decent looking patch card. I'm proud of you. Jersey Kings. And that's going to Wobbly Hog. Dylan Gabriel in the Elite Series, Bomb Squad Bryce Young, and a Pacheco. Nice one. Big old patch. That one might not fit in this one. Hang on. Nope, it does. That's kind of sick. I mean, it's just a patch, but still. Jacoby Myers, Tyler Algier, Tet, Vernon Davis, Charles Woodson, Quinshon Judkins for the Browns, Jahad Campbell for the Eagles. First time I've seen him. Joe Milton, Nick Chubb, and Boomer Esiason. They kind of do. They kind of do. That's a good call out there, Florida's finest. Last pack magic. Well, now you know. You don't have to like stress it. You know, you already know. T.O. Geno Stone, Anzalone, Mike Green, Ricky Williams, Torrey Holt, Kyle Williams for the Pats, Jaden Daniels Bomb Squad, Will McDonald IV, and DeAndre Swift with the Kid Reporter. And that was that. That was all she wrote, folks. That was all she wrote. Now, some of those cards I obviously didn't top load. They're going to be top loaded at a different time, so don't worry about that. But let's do a little recap. And then baseball is pinned at the bottom right here, right now. So make sure there ain't nobody in there you might like, because that's what we're ripping next. And there's coupons in your upper left-hand corner, and that's where they're at. Hannah, what up, Hannah? All right, let's do this. Let's do that. All right. A little recap action. Kraken, what up, dog? You tired of that zombie yet? Huh? Huh? Are you tired of the zombie yet? Have you gotten there? 9 left in baseball. Well, well, well now. All right. Sorry if you missed in that one. It's the way she goes sometimes. Recap is imminent. All right, we got Shadir, Baker Mayfield, Marvin Harrison Jr. was out of 500, Roma Dunze, Ashton Genty and Trey Harris, R.J. Harvey, Tyler Warren, Quinn Ewers, Drake May, Travion Henderson, Riley Leonard was out of 199, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe on the variation, Bucky Irving, Brock Bowers and Rashad White, Puka Nakua and Cam Ward, Hendon Hooker Patch, and Chad Johnson. Jackson Dart, Joey Bosa out of 149, Kyle Pitts rookie, Justin Herbert, Cooper DeJean, Kyle Williams, Tet, Dylan Gabriel, Papa Winslow for the Chargers, missing nameplate Zay Flowers, Jordan Love, Ashton Genty, Mason Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, JJ McCarthy, Latu on the auto, Theo Johnson Pink out of 399. What up with it? Adonai Mitchell, Myles Garrett, Travis Hunter. That's a nice Travis Hunter. I like that card. I know it's Donruss, but I like that card. Nate Wiggins for the Ravens. Jaden Daniels. Quinshawn Judkins, Omarion Hampton, Ashton Genty, Elijah Arroyo auto out of 199, Lamb Jack, Savion Williams, Tootin, Jaden Higgins, Tony Dorsett was out of 500, Bucky Irving was out of 150, Teddy Bruschi was out of 275, Quinnen Williams, Josh Allen out of 25. How about that? Redemption Tutu Atwell, Bijan Robinson out of 100 for the Falcons. Torrey Holt out of 150. Kyle Pitts was out of 60. 29 out of 60 on the rookie auto. J.J. McCarthy die cut rookie for the Vikings, and then you've got Xavier Worthy on the white out of 199. 65 out of 199 rookie. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Kraken, have a good day, bro. All right, we're starting with the Topps Chrome Jumbo. Then we'll do the Prism since I haven't opened that yet. Then we'll do Finest, and then we'll end in Tier 1. And that's the last Finest box, too. All right. We'll put the break number up there. Again, if you have any questions as this goes of who you have or whatever, feel free to ask me. I got the sheet right here beside me, so good luck. Last break of the morning. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow morning. And if you haven't been a part of Sunday morning, I think you should at least stop by, even if you don't get anything. I think you should stop by. It's different. It's different. Let's get it, Sean. Empty box. This needs to go away. There you go. Francisco Alvarez starts it out. Oh, let me take that down. I don't need that anymore. Francisco Alvarez. Trea Turner. Isaiah Kiner, Mason Wynn, Grant McCray, rookie for the Giants, Joey Bart for the Pirates, Jose Ramirez, Guardians card, Yamamoto for the Dodgers, Jarren Duran for the Red Sox, Donovan, and Kloffenstein to start us out. Usually that first pack has an auto in it, so this box is a little abnormal. Maybe we got a little something chilling in here. You never quite know. Yu Darvish, George Kirby, J.P. Crawford and Acuna, Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. Juan Yepez. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Francisco Alvarez for the Mets. Okay. James Talion for the Cubs. Nola. And Max Muncy for the A's. Let's get a couple of cards up there. Was it? Let me go back. I'll check. It was down in the right-hand corner. You're right. I missed it. Joey Bart was out of $2.99, Mr. Hanson. He certainly was. Josh Jung, DeGrom, Dana, Freed, Campero. Troy Taylor's our first auto for the Mariners. Not numbered, but we'll take it. And who got them Mariners again? Oh, a C9. Here's your little auto, bruh. Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. Eaton. Nola. Imanga for the Cubs. Bichette. And Robleski for the Dodgers. Peralta, Vaughn, Hellman, Zach Wheeler, Aaron Judge on the Fortune 15, Trea Turner for the Phillies, Gavin Sheets for the Padres, Luis Castillo, and Brooks Baldwin for the White Sox. Little bit. Shohei, Reese Hoskins, Shane Bieber, Trey Sweeney for the Tigers, Alec Bohm, Ezekiel Tovar for the Rockies out of 199 on the lava, Aaron Judge, there we go, Austin Wells, another Yankee, Brenton Doyle for the Rockies, Azuna, and Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets. That he is. Probably, Doc. Ryan McMahon, Yoshida, Crochet, Gyro, Francisco Lindor, Griffin Conine, son of Jeffrey, Jose Ramirez on the power players, Isaiah Kiner for the Pirates, Ronald Blanco for the Astros, Andrew Benintendi, and Tyler Locklear. These are different. The rookies aren't usually in the back like that. I'm hoping that means somebody nasty is in here. Trout, Gallen, Spencer Steer, Dylan Dingler, JT Realmoto, Jake Eder for the White Sox out of 299 on the Rook. Take that, White Sox. Aaron Judge, all etch. Brent Rooker for the A's. Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. Matt Chapman and David Festa for the Twins. It's all sparkly. So nice. We got one more in here. And then I'm opening that Prism. Tucker. Tauschman. Tyler Stevenson. Schneeman. Machado. Basso for the A's. There we go. There's a little Jacob Wilson action for the A's. Yu Darvish for the Padres, Blake Snell for the Dodgers, Mountcastle, and Kobe Mayo. Turbo, what up? What up? What up? Clase, Pena, Lugo, Jose Ramirez, Ryan Bliss. Oh, hang on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Out of 50. That's sick. That's Red Sox, right? Yep. Hang on, he's got a little dust on him. All right. Pedro Martinez. That's a short print. I didn't know they were numbered, though. Out of 50 for the Red Sox. Ultraviolet All-Stars. That's kind of sick. There you go, James. You were due for a little treat, weren't you? You were due for a little treat. That's 44 out of 50. 44 out of 50. Pedro. Bryce Terang. Max Muncy. Carlos Correa. Joe Musgrove. And Isaac Collins for the Brew Crew. I wonder if that was the card why all these rookies are the last card. They've never been the last card in these, and they've been in almost every pack has been a rookie at the end. Yelich, Bader, King, Norby, Jordan Alvarez, Kevin Alcantara for the Cubs. Take that. Francisco Lindor, we take that too. George Kirby, Francisco Alvarez, Colton Cowser, and Nico Cavadas. Yeah, that Pedro's nasty. Here, let's bring him down here. Try to get that glare off of there. It's Kyle Schwarber. Brian Reynolds. Whoop, hang on. Jacob Wilson. Take it. Otto Lopez. Nacho Alvarez. Michael Otanez out of 150 for the A's. Okay. There you go, A's. You got a little something, something. Going to Shane. Go Shane. It's a little something. On the wave, too. Or on the lava. Jake DeGrom. Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. Trea Turner on the refractor. Chris Bryant and Shea Whitcomb. Trea Turner box. Prism's next. A Rosarina. Siri. Guerrero Jr., Salvi Perez, Reese Hines, Joey Bart, James Wood for the Nationals. We take those two. J.P. Crawford for the Mariners, Isaiah Kiner for the Pirates, Yastrzemski, and Mike Burrows. On the 1990 throwback, James Wood. Rookie card. All right, let's get into some Prism. I haven't opened it yet. I'm about to open it right now. It is an SP. It is an SP, and it's numbered. And I've opened the SPs that aren't numbered. So it's a we take those, is what it is. All right, there's a lot of cards in this. I haven't opened them yet, so bear with me. Is anybody alive out there? Hello? 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 There we go. Empty box. All right, let's see how these go. Arias, Levi Wells, Aaron Judge, Mason Wynn, Junior Caminero, Tony La Russa, Spencer Jones for the Yankees, Ethan Holiday. There you go. Silver. Lou Gehrig's in here. Wow. Hai Song Yang and Edgar Quiero. Quiero. And Spencer Jones. Is it numbered? Yep, out of 49. Used to him being on the front. Out of 49, Spencer Jones. Yeah. Spencer Jones. John Smoltz. Whitey Ford. Albie Pujols. Rod Carew. Matt Shaw. Johnny Mize. Ryan Waldschmidt for the Diamondbacks out of 499. Carter Holton for the Braves out of 49. Chris Davis. Ricky Henderson, and Pedro Martinez. It's not bad. It's look pretty good. Well, they're not licensed, but they look pretty good. I ain't mad at them. Dylan Head, Chase Madroth, Kobe Mayo for the Orioles, Brady House, Homer Bush, Jim Rice, Dasan Hill for the Twins out of 299. Ooh, Roberto Clemente on the refractor. That just looks good. One of the best to ever do it right there, folks. Talisman, Jack Leiter, Marcelo Mayer, Matt Horvath, and Ian Kinsler. Bueller. Chandler, Guerrero, Culpepper, Billy Martin, Zebby Matthews for the Twins, Mike Piazza, Braylon Payne for the Brew Crew on the green scope out of 75, Chase Dollinger for, is that the Padres? I'll have to look Chase up. It doesn't say a city on there. Manny Ramirez, Nori, and Salas. I've seen Chase before, though. I've seen him in the other product. I just can't remember. Is it Rockies? I'll double check. Yep, confirmed. Rockies. And the Rockies are possessed by iMac. Thanks, everybody. It didn't have a city on it. Gregory Maddox, Yordani, Ethan Holiday, Tony Oliva, Paul O'Neill, Hideki Matsui, Christian Campbell for the Red Sox out of 499. Cam Caminiti for the Atlanta Braves. Harry Ford, Juan Valera, and Jarlin Susana. We still got 2 whole hobby boxes over there. And basically a half a hobby box still sitting in front of me. Kiki, Spencer Jones, King Griffey Jr., Dontrell Willis, Elston Howard, Colt Emerson for Seattle out of 49. Ooh, that's a nice Ozzie Smith behind it too. Old D Train. Colt Emerson for the Mariners out of 49. Take it. And look at old Ozzie here. Color match for the Cardinals. Last team Magic out of 299. Cam Caminiti for the Braves out. Oh, nope, just Red Wave. Lovita, Holton, and Michael Young. Cardinals. And Cam Caminiti. Jared Thomas, Connor Norby, Christian Scott, Tommy White, Enrique Bradfield, Roy Campanella, Chandler Simpson for the Devil Rays out of 149. Kiki Refractor for the Pirates, Reggie Jackson, Ben Hess, and Jonah Tong. Okay. 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 He played for a couple teams, didn't he, Doc? Schmidt, Alex Gordon, Formello, Jackson Churio, Jensen, Saberhagen, Petrie for the Devil Rays out of 499. Braden Taylor for the Devil Rays out. It's a Red Wave. Matt Waiters, George, and King Griffey Pop. Papa Griffey. Dad Griffey. In a row. Waldschmidt. Trey James Wood for the Nationals. Arrieta. Joe Torre. Look at Joe. Adam Jones. Ethan Holiday. That one looks numbered out of 199. Vance Honeycutt for the Orioles. Naylor, Sasaki, and Veen on the rookie. Okay. Baltimore. Lindsay, York, Pee Wee Reese, Andrew Painter, Don Mattingly, Sammy Sosa, Ricky Tideman for the Blue Jays, Colin Houck for the Mets going to Doc. Don't know that gent. Doc. Bryce Matthews, Benito Santiago, and Leo DeRocher. Oh, did it now? Well. Augustin Ramirez for Miami. Carter Johnson. Chandler Simpson for Tampa Bay. Ty Cobb. Ching Hinchko. Irving. Frank Thomas for the Athletics, actually, out of 499. Hank Greenberg for the Tigers. Robin Ventura. Rhett Lauder. And Huck. DeLauder, Anderson, Emerson, Ogasawara, Cal Ripken, Joe DiMaggio, Arun Nimala for the Blue Jays, Jack Morris for the Blue Jays, and that is out of 299. I don't think these are numbered. They are not. Talisman, White Sox, Hagen Smith out of 199. Drelling, Jung, and Nolan Ryan. I don't mind them. For the price point, I don't mind them. A little bit harder to figure out where they are and who they go, but I'm seeing a lot of legends in that I wouldn't mind having numbered cards of, licensed or not. So that's my feel about it, considering the price point on those boxes. They're not all that much. That's why this is the cheapest baseball break I've done since I've gotten here. So we got some more of those to do. Might do a break with 2 of those at some point. Topps Finest. It has some, Joe, I like the fact that there's some legends in there, some true legit legends in there. If I could get some numbered cards of them, I'd be happy. Empty box. This has been my favorite. Tier 1's good, but this has been my favorite product this year so far. Tucker, Jacob Wilson, Julio Rodriguez, Salvi Perez, Dustin Harris for the Rangers. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 7 out of 15, Shohei Ohtani. Can you see it? There you go. 7 out of 15. Shohei Ohtani on the rare, too. Dana. Ronald Acuna Jr. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and Ronald Acuna Jr. Arc Dissel hit that. Ohtani. Dana, Vladdy Jr., Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, O'Neal Cruz on the X-Fractor, Royce Lewis for the Twins out of 150, Marcus Semien for the Rangers out of 300, Ellie De La Cruz Creators, Yu Darvish, and a Vladdy Guerrero Jr. A little Shohei out of 15 on a Saturday. We'll take it. We shall take it. Drake Baldwin, Caleb Durbin, Corey Seager, Juan Soto, Bobby Witt Jr., Cade Povich for the Orioles, son of Murray. No, it's not, but it could be. We'd have to have a paternity test to be sure. Cade Povich for the Orioles. Byron Buxton out of 325 for the Twins. Jace Jung. Drake Baldwin for the Braves and Mookie Betts. He is not the father. And then Connie Chung goes running off the stage. Does anybody even remember Connie Chung? Or know that Maury Povich was married to her? Okay, there's a few of you. Acuna Jr., Sasaki, Alvarez, Zach Wheeler, Clayton Kershaw. There's a Nick Kurtz on the X-Fractor. That's a good card. We'll take that. Take that, Shane. Edgar Quiero, Reggie, and Aaron Judge. Connor Norby, Devin Williams, Wyatt Langford, Cam Smith. There's another Nick Kurtz on the base. Ooh, old boy. Oh, who got the Padres? Clips. 5 out of 5, Dave Winfield. That's sick, dude. Nice hit. On card, too. That's nice. Last on print. Clips, you always find a way, brother. I feel like you do. I know it can't be every time, but it feels like it's a lot. Congrats. Cam Smith for the Stros on the X-Fractor. Rhett Lauder. Tom Sagassi for the Cardinals out of 125. And Will Smith. DeSheffney's a hero. We still got a tier 1 over there. Joe, they got you got a Alcantara rookie out of the tops. Buxton, Otani, Lauder, Mayo, Riley Green, Jung-Hoo Lee, Jordan Lawler for the Diamondbacks out of 250. Bryce Harper on the Creators. Ben Rice and Augustin Ramirez. All right, tier 1. Tier 1 and over. Good luck. Emptiness. Pack's not super thick. Super thick. Tyler Locklear for the Mariners out of 125 to start it out. Austin Riley for the Braves out of 25, 23 out of 25 for the Braves. Schneeman for the Guardians out of 99. And Volpe out of 99 for the Yankees. Okay box. We've seen a little bit better. This is still a good box. These aren't the. There we go. Volpe for the Yankees. Schneeman for the Guardians. Thanks, Floridas. Appreciate you, James. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Stop by tomorrow morning. Don't leave your boy hanging on a Sunday morning, or he'll come back and get you. Or at least come by and hang out. I mean, come on. And Lockley, you're out of 125. Appreciate y'all. Remember, Mr. and Mrs. will be on shortly. It won't be long from now, just a couple hours. So let me do a recap of all this. Still a good break. I know not everybody got a huge piece, but still, there's some good stuff in this. And we'll just do a quick recap here. Appreciate you, Hanson. I don't know if they're going to start with gold packs. I just know they're going to happen. So, Mr. could start with baseball. I'd probably refrain from bringing up Donruss. He's probably not going to do Donruss. Maybe if you sweet talk him, maybe you'll get him to do some Donruss. But you're going to have some real mojo to get him to open some Donruss, I bet. All right. Walt Schmidt was out of 499. Jacob Wilson, Roberto Clemente, Dylan Cruz, Kevin Alcantara, Francisco Lindor, Chandler Simpson out of 149. Cam Caminiti, Red Wave, Spencer Jones for New York out of 49. Ethan Holiday, James Woods, Arun Nimala out of 299. Jack Morris, Red Wave, Bobby Witt Jr., Aaron Judge, Troy Taylor for the Mariners on the auto, Joey Bart out of 299, Jake Eder out of 299 for the White Sox, Otanez for the Athletics out of 150, Trey Turner, Vladdy Guerrero, Alvarez, Lawler out of 250, Nick Kurtz, Hank Greenberg, Ozzie Smith was out of 299, Braylon Payne was out of 75 for the Brew Crew, Cam Smith, X-Fractor. Byron Buxton out of 325. Dana Tiedman for the Blue Jays out of 99. Ethan Holiday was out of 199. Desan Hill for the Twins out of 299. Carter Holton for the Braves out of 499. Esquil Tovar. Esquil. Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel. Tovar out of 199. Caminiti. Chase Dollander. Sagassi out of 125. Baldwin. Royce Lewis out of 150. Simeon out of 300. Appreciate y'all. Dustin Harris. Hagen Smith for the White Sox out of 199. Frank Thomas was actually for the A's out of 499. Hawk for the Mets on the auto, Vance Honeycutt. Petrie for Tampa Bay was out of 499. Tampa Bay, Braden Taylor, Red Wave. Colt Emerson for Seattle. Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. Austin Riley, 23 out of 25 for the Braves. Cade Povich for the Orioles on the auto. Tyler Locklear out of 125. Schneeman out of 99 for the Guardians. Daniel Schneeman. Anthony Volpe out of 99. 12 out of 99 for the Yankees. Dave Winfield, 5 out of 5 for the Padres. That's sick. Pedro Martinez, short print, and this one's actually numbered. 44 out of 50. Ultraviolet All-Stars. And the Shohei Ohtani, 7 out of 15 rare. Seven out of 15. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight. I'm going to turn off YouTube. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with some breaks pre-NFL kickoff. You know how we do. Let me go ahead and turn off YouTube. Appreciate you, Clips. Appreciate you, Doc. Have a good night.